Good evening, Ravi.
Good evening. Thanks for joining the call. Please share your screen
Okay, I'm
and
sharing.
open activity guide. Go through the topics and walk me through. Over to you, Janardhan.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. I will share my screen. So now I will explain about the managing approvals. So in this session, I will start with the managing approvals. So I'm going to the next slide in the my activity guide. So in here we have to create the access control and how to manage users in the access control. So let me show in the activity. So first of all, I need to go to the navigator. After that, we have the tools and have the access control. So under that access control, we have the manage users. In here, we have the approve one. We have to create the approve one. So likewise, we can create. So the username and password, first name and email address. We have to give the for the creation of the new users. So first, I am going to create the selecting the create option and then give the name. So earlier I have created approve one, so now I am giving the approve two. So then I am going to do the password, then confirm the password, then give the name. So then give the mail ID. Mail ID is the approver discard at the rate dot oracle dot com. So then search for the users and we have to give the user and your roles here. Then click on save. So it will create it successfully in my application. Then I am going to the activity guide. Then we have to select the user variables. So now I'm going to the user variables in the navigation. So first we have to go to the user variables. Variables in the variable card we have the user variables. So in here we need to select the before we selecting this all the things will appear like this. I will show how it will show before that. So before this I will see like this. So now I am enabling the all the required components details in as per the activity guide. So I'm selecting the all the yes as per the activity guide. I have selected the 15 FI15 to FI25. Then click on OK, then save it. So it will save it successfully. Then I have to go to the user preferences. So in the user preferences, we have to give the values like in the activity guide. So click on the user preferences. So in the user preferences, we have the user variable. We need to select the FI21 as suppose if it is showing like FI16, we need to change it as the FI21. So likewise, you can change it and click on OK and save it. So it will save it successfully. Then I'm going to the next page. We have to create the workflow under the navigator. We have the approval unit. So first I'm going to create the approval unit. So I'm going to home page. Then click on the approval page and approval unit. We have the approval unit. So after going to the approval unit, we have the create button and create approval unit hierarchy page. So approval dimension is entity. So first approval hierarchy name is the unit approval unit 001. So first we have to create the hierarchy and give the name. approval unit 001. So the description is approval for unit 001. So you have to select the consolidation bottom up. So after that you have to click the primary and sub hierarchy section tab and select the members including display the all entities. So I'm selecting the all the entities like shown in the activity guide. So click on the primary and subsidiary tab and select the all members to be included in the approval process. Select display and field as all entities. So after that we have the expand the entity. So all the corporate compound V1 CT, these all the entities. So like I am selecting. So then first you have to expand the I am selecting the CE and click on OK. So if you want to edit anyone, you can edit here. So then you have to I have to assign the owner. So here I am assigning the owner. The owner is the EVM default cloud admin and reviewer is the approver one. So then click on OK. Likewise, we can edit and create the changes and we have made changes. So I have given the all the entities, owners and reviewer. So then I'm going to the activity guide. So likewise, I have given the then we have to create the approval unit hierarchy will be appear here in the application. Then after we have to go to the approval unit assignment. So click on the navigator and unit assignment. Click on the approval unit assignment and expand the created expand the, and then select the actual. Give the year is the FY21 as per the activity guide and January. So likewise you can give the all the period and year. So then after we have to go, click on the go and then do the preview. So the first of all we have to save this. The year is already saved, that's why it is showing like error. So now I am giving the another year here. So I'm giving FY22 or 20, or I can give the like FY21 and give the month as a February. Then click on save. So it will successfully saved. Then I'm going to the activity guide. Then here you have to give the expand the approval unit hierarchy, approval 01 unit, and we have to give the scenario and preview. So then I'm going to the approval unit assignment, and I have given the required components. Then we have to go to the activity and go to the manage approvals. So in here we have to select the which is given details we have to enter here and click on go and then view and click on preview. So likewise I have selected and here we can select the approval unit 001. So here you can expand this C. So after that we have to radio button and the green below. So click on the OK. So after that the status is under review. You have to start here and it will under review. So after that you have the process the status and click on the view button and process status. So we have the change status here. So we can promote here. Then click on OK. So I have given the status, change status and promote, and then approve and approve unit. So login as the approver one and give the password. So I'm giving the sign out and going to login with the approver one. Then I am login with the approver one and I have to go to the navigator and advanced consolidation. And approvals under the monthly close. So have the approvals in here. So have the approvals. Click on approvals. So have to give the scenario and actually here. So select here. Like you can see the all the requirements under here. So then go to back to the EPM admin password EPM details and go to the manage approvals and workflow. So I'm going back to the admin login credentials. So in here you can select the password EPM and manage approvals and workflow. We have to approve the status. So we need to go to the manage approvals and click on the workflow. So here we have to select the workflow. First you need to select all the details. Then go and use the preview and select the approval unit and select the process status. And we have to select the here and change status. And you can give the approve. Likewise, you can change the other status here. So then after we have to go, I'm going to the next slide, which is the task manager. In here we have to create, I have to create the holiday rule and organization units. So now I'm going to the application and under the application we have the task manager. So in here we need to create the organization units. So first I'm going to give the create the another one organization. So that name I am giving is 002. So the organization ID is HRNM 002. So first I am giving the organization unit. Organization name is the Middle East and organization unit ID is ME 002. So if you want to select any one, you can select or you can cancel this. And I have to give the holiday rule. You can give here. So now I am saving this. So after that I am going to holiday rules. So in here I am going to give the create the new rule. So which is the holiday rule ID is the HRID 002. So name is HRNM 002. So you can create the holiday here and I am going to give the new year January 1st. So the holiday rule name is holiday is new year. So then click OK. Then click again to add the another holiday. You can select here and I'm selecting the December and as per the December 25 and then click on save. You can choose the year here. So I am choosing the 22. You can choose here after 20. Likewise, you can give the any values and you can see, and then I'm saving this. Then I'm going to again, and I'm choosing the parent is the, so then I'm going to give the holder rule. Then I'm going to give the working days is the Sunday to Thursday. As per the activity guide, we have given the Sunday to Thursday. So like I'm giving, or you can give the Saturday to Thursday. So then click on OK. After that, we need to create the child for the Middle East. So that name is legal entity 001. So I'm selecting the organization and click on the add child and give the legal entity 002. Then give the organization ID is LE002. So I'm default coming with Middle East, and you can give the holder rule like HRND and click on save. So likewise, you can create the application units and holder rule. So on the next slide, we have to create the teams, creating teams. So in the access control, we can create the teams for the task manager. So now I'm going to create the task team. So first I need to go to the access control, and then after we have to select the manager teams. Then you can click on the add. So in here you can give the name approver team 002. So then the name is list of approvers for a task. So you can give the role here, and you can choose the numbers. So like in activity guide, we have the add the button, and then select the roles, select the user. So here I am selecting the approver and add here. Likewise, you can create a approver and then select the primary user. Before that, you can choose the user, or you can give the forward. So likewise, you can create the approver. So in here, I'm changing the name. Approver team and then click OK. Then in the activity guide, we have to template and adding task. So in here, we have to go to the task manager, and then after we have to create the template. So now I'm going to the task manager. So first have to create the template. In the template page, you can create the template monthly closer. So, so now I'm giving the name as cluster 2. Then description is monthly closer template. So then you can choose the values like 10, 20. So after that, you have to select the values as the instructions, and I have given the 10, 20, and give the organization. I'm giving the Middle East to. Then instructions. If there is any instruction, you can give. and then click on the next page. After giving the all details, we can click on OK. So it will create it successfully. Then we have to go to the task. So in here task, you can select the template for the two. So likewise, you can create and then click on the task, and I can give give the name review task 002. And task ID is data. You can give the any name. I am giving the 002, and description is monthly closer review task. Then select the task type. So I'm selecting the basic task and I'm clicking here. So priority is the high. Then you should have to give the owner is admin user. So here the user is the administrator. So you can give the any user here as admin here. So we need to select the any one of them. So here is the administrator by default. So in here we need to give the approver. So I'm giving the approver. Then click on activity guide, and we have to give the workflow as the admin user. Assign is the admin user, and starts with the 07 and -7, and day end with 15. So you can select here and go to the workflow. Here you can start with -7 and the day with 15 end date. So I have selected with the approver, and the approver you have to select here which you want, you can give here, and required action by any approver. So you can give the any approver required action by. So you can give the. So I have given already that one. So it is not taking. So I am giving the power. So after that, I have to go to the activity and then so 7 close. So before that, I am going to give the approval for the administrator role and manage users. So have the approval. The role is I am enabling the service administrator. So click on save. So then I'm going to the activity guide. In here you can give the template and create the user and all the things. Then I am going to the next slide, and in the next slide creating schedule from a template. So in here you can see the how to create the template schedule from a template. So first you need to go to the task manager and select the template. Here you can select the template and select the schedule. The schedule name is monthly schedule 002. I'm giving. The year total is FY 2021. So total year is the January. current month. I am giving the current month as the January. So day 0 is the 25th of the month. So I'm giving the 2020 for this time. So it will easy to change the date. So after that, I'm going to the activity gate, then create schedule button, and it will successfully created. And then we have the completed successfully status, and the next field completes the practice. So then we have the managing close process using the task manager. So we have to log in with admin and have the application and task manager and click on the schedule tab and set the status is the open. So now I am going to status is open. Click on here and click on action. Then open the navigator and click on the task manager and click on the schedule. So in here you can the set status to open. So it was successfully opened. So after that we have to set the status to open and then we have to the login with again credentials and then we have the left hand panel schedule task tab. On the home page navigate task and we have the schedule task tab and schedule filter section we have the select the review task 002. So then I'm going to the navigator and click on the task. So we have the schedule task here and we have the schedule 2 and click on OK and then we have the review task 002. Then we have can submit the here. So after the submitting here you can view the workflow drive and submit the task button. So click on workflow. So how to submit the task and you can go to the activity gate and here approve the task and have the schedule task here and filter on the monthly. So after that we have to claim and you have to the approve the task. Then you can close it. So here you have the approve task and then this red symbol will change to green after the approving the task. So likewise you can close. So on the next slide we have the closing and locking a schedule. So in here we have the application task manager and create the schedule tabs. So after that we have the set the status to close. So after that we close it, we cannot change the status for a particular task. So after that we can close it. So now I'm going to the task manager. Under the task manager we have the schedule. So here you can close the task first. So after that we have the lock. So likewise you can change the open and lock. So in this part I have completed the task manager and then I am coming to the setting up supplemental data. So in this page I will show the how the supplemental data works and how to create the collection tab. So first we have to go to the supplemental data. So in here we have the collection. So we have to give the depth details name, depth details as per the activity guide. So the description is depth details. The collection interval is by default. So then go to the attributes. So in the attributes column, we have to create the depth ID is the text type. Zero zero two and description is text and type is text and click on required and click on OK. Then we have to create the debit date. Debit date, and have to select the date, and the required is need to check, and then we have the list type. Date debit type is the list. Debit type is list. So then we have to create here. So in the list we have the treasury bills, intermediate term note, treasury bills, and intermediate notes, intermediate term notes. Then click on again for the another list column. So saving bonds. Then click again. Then we have the other debts. So then click OK. So after that we have to create the short term. Short term is the type is yes or no. So there is no need for the required to check the required. Then click on OK. Then go to the maturity time. Maturity time is the list type. In list type, you can give the another columns less than 1 year, less than 1 year, and 1 year to 5 years. Again, we have the over 5 years and others. Over 5 years and others. So likewise, you can give the all the values. So after that, we have the debt amount is the number type. Is the number type. So how to give the 1000 user, and negative format is, so in the use 1000 separate checked, and the negative number format is 1 2 3. So then click on OK. So after the creating the have to select the debit ID 001. We have to enable that one. So I have enabled. So then click on save and close. So it was created successfully. Then we have to creating the form templates. So here we have the supplemental data, and the supplement data we have the form template tab. So click on the form template tab, and I can create here. So the name is debit information form. Debit information 002. So the description is debit detail form and default collection interval. So then we have to select the field value for the sections tab. Click on the add icon and have to give it the name, debit information, debit information collection is the deep detail too, and we have the columns. In the columns check the following attributes to be included: debit description, date, debit type, short term, maturity, debt amount. So I have enabled already and click on the group by. In the group by, you have to select the debt type field and include against the debt amount. First, I need to debt type, and another one is debt amount. So then click on OK. So it will save successfully. So then after we have to go to the workflow tab and frequencies, FCCS frequency, periodic and schedule from end date and start day offset is 1. So then after we have to level of approval 1, duration all the required components is 1. So here I am selecting this one and all the requirement is 1, and then we have the users section. So here we have to workflow and click on OK. You have to select the entity and prepare is admin and approver is approver 1. Integrator is the admin user. So now I'm selecting here and I'm selecting the entity LE01. Click on OK. Then preparer is the approver. And click on OK. Approver 1 is approver 1. Integrator is the admin user. Then click OK. Then we have to save and close. So likewise you can create. So after this one, have the another slide, and this slide you have to select the data collection period and set to open for the current year. So scenario is the actual and collection is the interval as default. So like we can give the select the data collection period and we have to select the 2021 and the month is the January and I am selecting here. So if I selected the February or I am selecting the March, so then I am selecting the March 1st is the start period and 28th is the end period and close date is the March. So likewise you can create the all the dates. So then click on save and you can open period. So it will show the like green color after the opening of the period. So then go to the activity guide and have opened the start and after all the open period. So we have to go to the deploy the template. From the supplemental data we have the form tab. So we have the collection interval and have the supplemental data. Click on the supplemental data, and we have the form template. So like this you can see. So after the application supplement and form template tab, so then click on the here and can deploy the which is the to data collection period, and icon the field select the data icon field and enter the values the following. So now I am selecting the, so here you can enter the actions you have to deploy. So search for that, and I am giving the January. Click on OK. Select this one and deploy. Click on yes, and then select here and click on OK. So likewise you can deploy the all the information. So it will process like this. It was running. So after that we have to enter the data in the form and posting the FCC. So likewise you can select the form and can go to the task and submit the form. After that we have the debit information. So with the preparer and the template name. So it was deployed successfully. You can close it and go to the task. Click on the supplemental data, and with preparer it was open, and I'm going to select the here and select the form, and you can see here. So after selecting the all the details, so it will open with the preparer. So click the template name, enter the two rows. So I'm selecting this name. So here you can see the details here. So after that you can see the all the details and you can see. So I'm going to the next slide. On the next slide we have the template task and depth information with the integrator and post the value. So likewise you can see the workflow here. You can see and approver one is the approver integrator. So like you can see the with the approver, and in the description we have the description name and details. So have the actions, and you can set the user here and export the values, and you can set the status here also. Here you can set the all the forms, you can selected forms. So you can select the all the forms. The status is approved. Then click on OK. Then click OK. So all the forms is successfully updated. And on the next slide, we can see the installing the and the configuring the smart view in our application. So I will go through the navigation. So in here in my application, I'm open the Excel sheet. So first of all, we need to open the task. So under here, you can click on the smart view, then click on panel. You have the private connections, click on private connections. Then you have the smart view. So here you need to give the credentials to log in with the smart view. Give the password and click on go. It will open. So in the activity guide, so first of all I will show how to install the application and smart view in our application. So first you need to go to the username. Under the username we have the download option. So in here you have you can download the smart view. So here you can click on the download from the Oracle Technology Network, and it will be downloaded into the our local system. So the file will be downloaded like a here, and then you can expand the, like you can see the smart view application, then you can run with the administrator, and you can see the how to install the application. So then after we have the, so now I'm going to the application, then you can see the how the application will run in the our application or in our system. So after the successfully install the application, so we have the smart view option to connect the private connection. Through the private connection you can log in with the credentials. Then after you can expand the folders like library and all the things. So in here we have the smart view extensions here. So then we can able to see the login with the credentials. So after the private connections, I have given the credentials, and then we can see the SDM and SVP to view the smart view. Here you can see the SDM, SVP. So here it was enabled to work list and collections. By default, it will come. This is I have created. You can expand this one, and here you can expand another one, and you can open it. So likewise, you can open the smart views. So after that, the activity guide we have to. So in the next practice lesson, we have to viewing and analyzing the data with the smart view. So in here, same process, we have to log in with the credentials in the smart view and expand the library. After the creating the library, we have the predefined forms and created forms. So in smart view, I will show. So click on the smart view, then you have to again log in and give the password. Click on OK. So likewise, it will open, and then click on library. After that, you can choose the any form if you want to choose. So now I'm opening with the form with the Geo. Then we have to select disable. The first thing is suppress missing value, missing class. So it will then it will show the data in our application. If there is no data, the form will not open. So next, go to the activity guide. Then you can see the ribbons, and we have the data options, the suppress rows, and I have shown in the application earlier. So like this you can see, and after that we have the disable the suppress missing blocks. Like here I have disabled. So after that we have to expand the form. So like we can expand the form, and we can enter the data here. So if you want to select the data, you can enter here and click on the submit, and submit the value. So after that we can go to the next slide. So in the next slide, we can see the adjustment. So in the adjustment values we have, so the data was entered, and you can refresh it here to unsaved. So and we have the FCCS ribbon, and we can adjust the data here. So we have the values here, and we can adjust the selected values, subtract fixed values, and multiply selected cells, and divided selected cells, increased cells, and decrease the selected cells. So these are all the types you can adjust it here. So after that we can see the next slide. It is the EPM automate. So in this automate, I will show how to download the EPM automate and everything. For that, now I'm minimizing this one, close this one, and open the application. Under the name EPM default, we have the downloads. So in here you can download the EPM Automate. So if you select the EPM Automate, it will download it into the our application. So after the downloading, you can install it here and go to the next slide. So likewise, you can installation complete. So after that, we have to log in with the credentials. So to log in with the successful in the application. So here I will show the to the APM Automate. So it was downloaded successfully. So I'm showing the application. So likewise, you can install the APM Automate and then click run by the administrator, and it will successfully will add into the our application. Then we have the EPM to run the APM Automate. Click on the Windows and run, Windows plus run, and then click here. So likewise, you can log in successfully. So I will show the how to log in successfully. And first we have to EPM Automate login. So we need to give the credentials here. Give the credentials and password. Password. Then we have to give the application URL. So like you can give the URL here. Before that, we need to select the. You can select here and come to the application and then click on OK. Then click enter. So it will log in successfully. After that, we have to import the metadata file as per the activity guide. So in our activity guide, we have to complete the file name and have to mention. So first of all, you need to EPM Automate upload the file name. So then I am giving the upload file. So EPM Automate upload a file and give the location. So my file is the location is the in the C folder. So in the labs we have the folder. So I'm copying that address to into the my EPM Automate, and I'm giving the name is entity.csv. So likewise you can give the name. So then after you can and you can click on enter. So it was completed 100% completed successfully. Then we have to give the administrator EPM Automate import file. So before that I need to go to the import the file to in my our application. So first of all I'm going to the dimension and I can see here take the actions and inbox outbox explorer. So here you can upload the file. So likewise you can give the upload. So I'm choosing this file and click on open and upload file. So the file is existing already. It was existing, so that's why it is showing. So before that, I am going to change the name. So it will save now. So click on open, upload, and click on entity and open and click on update, upload. So then you can close. So likewise, you can upload to the entity. So after that, I am going to the upload the file in our application, EPM automate import. So in here they have given the import metadata, import entity, import metadata, import one. So likewise you can give and then click on enter. So it will processing. So on the next page, we have to, so in here after that we have the go to the home page and application jobs section. Import entity is completed or not, we will check. So here the process is running. With this step, my presentation will complete. So it was processing. So after the completion of the process, you can here check the job status. It was processing, and you can see the success green tick after the importing the successfully. So it was running the background. So I'm waiting for that process. So it was successfully completed metadata as shown in the activity guide. How I have completed the successfully. So in my application, it will shows the import was successfully completed. So that's it from my side, Ravali.
Okay, thank you, Janardhan.